Judicial digital infra push is the future of Indian judiciary in online courts. In fact, Kerala High Court has taken the lead here. The High Court has set up its first digital High Court branch in the district of Kollam. This is a significant initiative by the Kerala High Court, and it is being launched. It has been launched by the Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud. This is country's first exclusive digital court for negotiable instrument act cases. This has come up in Kollam. Joining me now is N.S. Napinai, who is an advocate and also founder of Cyber Sathi, and public policy expert Khushbu Jain. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining me on this broadcast. Napinai ma'am, to you first. You also appeared for the Kerala government in the sprinkler case, which actually exposed the inadequacies when it came to the Data Protection Act. And Sprinkler had also talked about the importance of anonymity, the importance of privacy. What happens to, these concerns when we move towards something like online courts?
The first thing I would like to say is that kudos to the Kerala government and, in fact, it's a national initiative, I would say, for adapting technology. Because we need to see how we can use technology to our benefit. In the case that you mentioned now, Vasudha, there also the issue was about the concerns on data protection when, technology was being used during the COVID pandemic. And it was, again, kudos to the government that they volunteered to anonymize the data to protect health data, which is tagged at that time as sensitive personal information. And that was a positive step forward because, under that law as it was then, governments were not even covered. So just moving back to what we are seeing today, this is something I would say as a next step to the e-court initiative that was taken up by the Supreme Court in 2005. A lot has happened and a lot more remains to happen, but this is a great further step, I would say,
right,
in terms of networking, in terms of connecting courts to be able to share data and, most importantly, to provide speedy justice.
Right. Khushbu Jain, a question that everybody seems to be asking is, will online courts help in reducing the lengthy backlogs that Indian courts are known for? During COVID, we did see those online hearings. In fact, when it came to the same-sex marriages, I quite enjoyed and sort of found the online hearings very helpful. In some ways, do you think that this will be helpful to the judiciary, and do you think that this is the future of Indian justice system?
Absolutely. If you'll see, there are more than 4 crore matters which have been pending, total matters which have been pending, varied between different court in India. Now, if you look into technology, will in a way enable, because if you'll see, there are 3 steps to it: lack of infrastructure, increasing the number of judges, and at the same time making sure that there are no pendency of the matters, the continuous pendency. And this pendency of matters, the continuous date comes is because of the aspect that tomorrow the lawyer is is in the aspect that I'm today in this court and tomorrow the matter is listed in another city in a court. So this will in a way help out that virtually one can sit, and these kind of matters, especially the petty cases which are there, these can be solved seamlessly and swiftly so that this pendency decreases. At the same time, when you look into this will also, it's not just about pendency, but this is such a ease when it comes to technology being adopted, because if you look into India, people have to travel to go to the court when it comes to filing of the cases, when it comes to deposing, when it comes to recording of statements. And if you see the new law which have been come up and adoption of these kind of e-courts, the filing is done swiftly, the dates are coming smoothly, and this will help out that people in their own location can appear in the court and can get that speedy justice which we are talking about. So it will bring in that transparency, accountability, and at the same time, the speedy fair trial which we talk about.
Right. Napinai ma'am, also help us understand how can courts also go beyond, using technology to help common people assemble evidence, understand law better, and also how will dispute resolution take place? Because one thing that we keep talking about is settlement, mediation. How do these non-judicial processes, how will these be accommodated in the online world?
Interestingly, it appears that along with this online court initiative, there is also an alternate dispute resolution online process which is being inaugurated by the Chief Justice of India. So it's wonderful that both of these initiatives are going hand in hand. just to take it a little bit further beyond what we already have in terms of news, Vasudha, you've touched upon a very important aspect, which is mediation. And the first step to mediation is for parties to understand what is happening in court. To me, the biggest advantage that has happened post COVID lockdown and with us moving to virtual courts and now having hybrid courts is the ease of access to the common man to what is happening in court, what is happening to his case, where is it proceeding, how is it proceeding. So even if they want to just watch what is happening in court to understand trends, they now have that opportunity. They will be able to understand better beyond what their lawyers informing them of where they stand in a particular case and take an informed decision. I'm not for a moment suggesting that their lawyer would not guide them right. I'm just saying that here is information which is in addition to that. So I feel that this whole process of adapting technology to bring the process of law closer to every single individual for whose sake the very system exists is a big leap forward. We need to know as individuals what courts are meant to be, what is the meaning of a
Right.
legal system and how it is supposed to function and how it is supposed to help us.
Yes, thank you, Napine ma'am, and thank you, Khushbu, for joining us on this discussion. Important day for Indian judiciary and court system with Kochi, with the first, online court coming up in Kollam in Kerala. Of course, this has been inaugurated by the Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud himself.